My son, have you reflected on the transformative power of fasting? It's not just about a physical change, but a metamorphosis of the spirit. Imagine the countless possibilities that unfold before you when you decide to surrender to this disciplined practice. By doing so, you rediscover an incredible capacity for communion with me, a deepening that surpasses the superficialities of daily life. Think, for a moment, how each sacrifice of comfort can open the doors to a more intimate and powerful connection with my presence. Fasting, a practice deeply rooted in the traditions that follow me, goes beyond purifying the body. It's an invitation to strengthen the spirit. When you choose to fast, you opt to temporarily set aside certain pleasures and physical conveniences, thus focusing on elevating your spiritual life. It's a way to realign your heart and mind with my designs, rediscovering what truly matters. In this process, you discover new dimensions of yourself and realize the true strength that emerges when you strip away the earthly to seek the eternal. I invite you to consider fasting not only as an act of abstinence, but as a journey of spiritual discovery and transformation. By foregoing food for a certain period, you're not just controlling your physical hunger, you're, more deeply, cultivating a spiritual hunger for a more sincere connection with me. This practice challenges you to confront and overcome worldly distractions and dependencies, raising your spirit to a state of grace and receptivity to my words and will. So I ask you, are you ready to explore the profound silence and peace that come when you place the spirit above the body? While fasting, you're not only cleansing your body, but also purifying your soul, preparing it to receive my grace and wisdom. It's a practice that invites you to rethink priorities and strengthen your determination to follow the path I've laid out for you. By stepping away from earthly distractions, you draw closer to the essence of your faith and the purpose I've assigned to you. Fasting is an open door to a more sincere and profound dialogue with me, an opportunity to renew your faith and reaffirm your commitment to the values that sustain our eternal connection. In every moment of physical hunger, remember the hunger of the soul for growth, truth, and light, which can only be satisfied by the spiritual manna that comes from my presence. Beloved child, understand that fasting is much more than abstinence. It's an act of personal sacrifice, a renunciation that transcends the merely physical. When you choose to give up something as vital as your food, even temporarily, you're practicing detachment from worldly bonds. This detachment is true worship to me, purifying your soul and making you a cleaner vessel, ready to receive my blessings and guidance. Remember, every time you feel the pangs of hunger, it's an opportunity to strengthen your spirit and deeply honor me. Fasting is a portal to purification, not only of the body, but also of the mind and heart. By fasting, you make space in your life for me to act, emptying yourself of concerns that tie you to the earthly and opening your being to heavenly truths. The clarity gained in this state is a type of peace that transcends all human understanding, providing you with a greater capacity to hear and follow my will with precision and faith. It's in this silence of the flesh that the voice of the Spirit becomes clear and vibrant, guiding you along the paths I've prepared for you. In the Bible, I give you shining examples of souls who drew near to me through fasting. Consider Jesus in the desert, fasting to spiritually strengthen himself before embarking on his ministry among men. Also, think of Daniel, who fasted seeking wisdom and divine revelation, finding answers that only the Spirit could reveal. These stories illustrate how fasting can be a powerful precursor to revelations and spiritual milestones in your own life. Reflect on how, at crucial moments, fasting can prepare you for spiritual undertakings of great importance and impact. When you voluntarily forego the temporary comfort of food, you demonstrate deep faith and a willingness to sacrifice your earthly desires in favor of greater spiritual growth. This act of renunciation purifies and prepares your soul for a more intimate and profound encounter with me, allowing my blessings to flow into your life without the barriers erected by material indulgences. It's an invitation to live not by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from me. Nourishing yourself from an eternal source. Consider fasting as a way to cleanse your inner self of anything that impedes you from seeing and hearing clearly. By distancing yourself from the distractions of daily life, you open your heart to the depth of my word and the gentleness of my presence. This state of clarity and receptivity is vital for you to perceive and act according to my guidance, moving in harmony with the heavenly purposes I've designed for your journey on earth. Therefore, I invite you to follow in the footsteps of great biblical figures, integrating fasting into your life as a regular and intentional spiritual practice. This commitment to fasting not only strengthens your faith, but also prepares you to face challenges and embrace the opportunities I place before you, with a pure heart and a clear mind, ready to receive and manifest the extraordinary in your life. Dear son, as you consider embarking on the path of fasting, it's essential that you do so consciously and responsibly. First and foremost, it's wise to seek guidance from a healthcare professional, especially if you have pre-existing conditions that could be affected by abstaining from food. Additionally, I encourage you to expand the concept of fasting beyond the realm of food. Consider also fasting from technologies or negative habits that may be obscuring your spiritual path. This expanded fasting can be profoundly enriching, opening new avenues for your spiritual experience to intensify and become even more meaningful. Not only through fasting, but through the integration of various spiritual practices, you can draw closer to me. Include in your routine daily prayer, meditation on my word, and active participation in religious communities. These practices, when harmonized with fasting, offer a holistic approach to your spiritual life, elevating your spirit and strengthening your connection with me. Through this synergy of spiritual activities, your capacity for growth and communion with me is expanded, providing you with a solid foundation upon which you can build a life of deep and active faith. Establish, my son, clear and well-defined goals for your fasting practice and other spiritual disciplines. It's important to remember that spiritual growth is a continuous and gradual process that requires dedication and persistence from you. Every step you take, no matter how small, is an integral part of a much larger journey toward a deeper and more meaningful relationship with me. See each action, each choice as a seed planted in the fertile soil of your faith, each one growing and contributing to the magnificent garden of your spiritual life. By fasting from elements like technology and harmful habits, you not only cleanse your body, but also your mind and spirit from distractions that draw you away from me. This multiple purification opens your eyes and heart to perceive and fully absorb my presence and my voice. Thus, this transformed fasting into a habitual practice brings about constant renewal, where each day without these worldly ties brings you closer to the divine essence and my unconditional love. Remember that prayer is the breath of the soul, meditation on the word is the nourishment of the spirit, and communion in the community is the support that sustains you in times of weakness and elevates you in times of strength. By combining these disciplines with fasting, you are building not only a spiritual practice, but a lifestyle that molds you in my image, empowering you to live according to the values of the kingdom, where every thought and action reflects my love and truth. Consider then each day of spiritual practice as a step forward on this glorious journey. Do not be discouraged by challenges, nor be intimidated by the distance you still wish to cover. Every moment of dedication is a link that binds you more firmly to me, and every goal achieved is a testament to your commitment and love for your spiritual journey. I encourage you to persevere with courage and faith, for each step brings you closer to me and to the fullness I have reserved for you. I encourage you, my son, to consider fasting not only as an act of temporary abstinence, but as a regular and vital practice in your spiritual life. See this discipline as a powerful tool of transformation, both personal and spiritual. It's a bridge that leads you to a deeper and more authentic connection with me, allowing you to discover new dimensions of your faith and strengthen your spirit in ways that only true surrender can provide. By adopting fasting regularly, you open your heart to understand and fully experience my presence in your life, finding peace and clarity amidst the turbulence of the world. Indeed, there is a promise of renewal and deeper intimacy with the divine as you surrender to these spiritual practices. Fasting in particular prepares your heart and mind to receive and embrace the blessings I have reserved for you. This is a path of purification and enlightenment, where every step taken with faith and determination brings you closer to a fuller and more blessed life. Therefore, walk with confidence and courage, knowing that every effort you make in pursuit of holiness brings you closer to me and to the heavenly purpose I have for your existence. Consider fasting, therefore, as an ongoing dialogue with me, where every moment of voluntary deprivation becomes an opportunity to deepen your relationship with me. This act of faith and surrender is a testament to your pursuit of a life that transcends the material and is rooted in the spiritual. By making fasting a constant practice, you not only strip away what is superfluous, but also adorn yourself with the virtues of the Spirit, which are precious in my eyes. So as you continue on this path of discipline and surrender, remember that every choice made in favor of the Spirit is a step toward greater fulfillment in me. The journey may be challenging, but the reward is a more intimate communion and a spiritually rich and blessed life. Do not hesitate, my son, to dedicate yourself with all your heart, mind, and soul to these practices that bring you ever closer to me and prepare you to live in the fullness of my divine promises. My beloved son, stay with me until the end of this special moment, for I have prepared a blessing that I desire to pour out upon you. And if this video touches your heart, I invite you to subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss any of the messages I have for you. Leave your like as a sign that the word shared here resonates in your spirit, and comment on how this message inspires you or challenges you to grow in your spiritual journey. Do not keep these words just for yourself. Share this video so that others may also receive the light and love I have to offer. And now, receive the blessing I have prepared for you. My child, as you walk the path I have laid out for you, may each step you take be grounded in faith and illuminated by hope. I bless you with the strength to face any adversity, always keeping your heart aligned with mine. May challenges be transformed into steps that lift you higher and closer to the fulfillment of your divine purpose. May the peace that surpasses all understanding guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. When uncertainties arise, may my peace be the light that clears your path and calms your soul. May this peace be like a river that never runs dry, constantly flowing in your life, renewing and refreshing you even in the most arid deserts. I pour out upon you a blessing of wisdom and discernment. In every decision you make, may you hear my voice guiding you gently. May heavenly wisdom be the lamp to your feet and the light to your path, allowing you to see beyond appearances, discerning not just the good, but the best that I have prepared for you. I bless you with the joy that does not depend on external circumstances, but springs from the certainty that you are in my hands. May this joy be your strength and shield, protecting you from the arrows of discouragement and infusing your spirit with gratitude for every small miracle of everyday life. May this joy be contagious, spreading light and hope wherever you go. Finally, I cover you with a blessing of love that never fails. May you always feel my love surrounding you, a love that accepts you as you are and inspires you to become who I created you to be. May this love be the foundation of all your relationships, allowing you to treat everyone with the same compassion and grace that I offer you. May love be your greatest testimony, the truth that speaks loudest in your life, always guiding you back to me, your eternal and unconditional Father. Receive these blessings with an open heart, my child, and walk in the certainty that I am with you today and always.